friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Vanessa, and in today's video I want to talk about the Reindeer Readathon 2024. I'm also going to be talking about what's on my TBR this year. So if you have no idea what Reindeer Readathon is, it is a readathon that is put on by Erik over at Break Even Books, and he has created these lovely prompts that are associated with each of the reindeer from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So each reindeer has a different prompt, different point values assigned to them, and we also have bonus prompts. We have 5 teams in total. So first we have Team Mistletoe. It's run by Erik over at Break Even Books. Then we have Team Snowflake. So this is being co-hosted by Noelle from Noelle 7 Pages and Steffany from Coffee Over Apples. We have Team Nutcracker, hosted again by Kristin and Mo from the Roomies Digest. We have Team Stocking, that is hosted by Kristin over at Kristin Graves Books. And finally, Team Candy Cane, hosted by me and Hannah from Hannah Lisa Lore. We hope that you guys just have a fun, fantastic time with us. There are a couple of sponsors this year. So we have Rising Action Publishing, and they are planning to give away a couple of books to random members from the winning team. And then I have also decided to participate as a sponsor this year, and I'll be giving away 2 $25 Amazon gift cards because it just seems like Amazon is the easiest way to be able to gift to everybody. Like, it's hard to ship internationally, and an Amazon gift card is good for anywhere around the world that you can have Amazon delivered to. So if you live in Australia or if you live in the UK, I don't have to personally send you anything through the mail. I can literally just send you an email that has an Amazon gift card in it. So that is a lot easier for me, and I just wanted to be able to give back to the book community that has just been so welcoming and amazing and just a huge part of my life. Without further ado, let's get into the Reindeer Readathon prompts. I'm going to go through each of the reindeer prompts and talk about what books I have selected for that. The first reindeer is Dasher. So this is to read a book that's been recommended to you either on social media or a friend has recommended it to you. You've seen it on some sort of recommendations list of some sort. So I'm going to go with Big Nick Energy. This is by Morgan Elizabeth. I've seen this recommended to me a couple of times, and one of my besties actually recommended this book to me. We're going to be reading it as part of our holiday SMUTMAS festivities as well. The next book is also another book club pick that's part of SMUTMAS, but it's also the Host for Prose main book club pick. Host for Prose is the book club that me and my bestie Brianna run. Dasher is to read a book that you feel matches your favorite genre. So my favorite genre is romance, and I feel like pop goes more with romance. So I chose to put How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Meghan Quinn in this slot. This one is, I hear some very spicy times, as is the other one. So that's why, you know, they also got chose for SMUTMAS. Prancer is to read a book where the synopsis mentions a special event or a date. So I have chosen Make the Season Bright. This is by Ashley Herring Blake, and it does mention Christmas on the back of the book, so that is a special event. It's a holiday. I'm very excited to read that one because that is part of another book club that I participate in. So I'm like knocking out all my book club goals here. Next up, Vixen. So Vixen is to read a book that you didn't buy. So maybe you have gotten it through KU, maybe the library, you've borrowed it from somebody, it was gifted to you, maybe you got it as an ARC. I'm going to be checking out Melt for Us by Molly Doyle on Kindle Unlimited. This is the 3rd and final book of the SMUTMAS week that Brie and I will be doing in December. So it's a very short novella, and it's also very spicy. So lots of spicy books for this holiday season so far. If you've been following along with my NetGalley November journey, you know that I'm going to be, from here on out, trying to prioritize that because I have quite a bit of books on my shelf, and I did get a like 1 chapter, I think, excerpt of this next book. So the comment prompt is to read a book that ends on the day of your birth. So I was born on February 20th, so my book needs to end in a 0. I actually have the full-length book, so I thought, well, this is a really easy excerpt to knock out to improve my NetGalley feedback ratio but I will be reading Ledge. This is by Stacey McEwen. This book ends on page 340, so that fits perfectly. Cupid is to read a book from an author that you've already given 5 stars. So I read the last one by Will Dean, I think last year, if I'm not mistaken, and I do have another arc by Will Dean. It's called The Chamber, but I do think it's already out at this point. It is some sort of hyperbaric pressure type of horror, maybe psychological thriller. I'm not 100% sure, but I was like, let me give this a shot. Maybe I'll get some spooky vibes going on this holiday season too. Donner is probably the one I am most intimidated by, not because of the prompt. The prompt was to read a book where the cover contains one of the first 4 words that you found on the word search. The words that I immediately saw first were footwear, battle, feather, and death. So once I got feather, I was pretty sure I knew which book I was gonna go for, and it fits another prompt, a bonus prompt, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So my AuthorTube friend, Shanon, or SD Houston is her pen name, has written a couple of books, and she has this book out called A Curse of Scales and Feathers, and it is a ginormous book. Okay, now this is also a special edition. This includes a novella. It includes the main story, A Curse of Scales and Feathers, and it also includes an additional story afterwards that's all set in the same world. So I am very excited to finally get to this book because it's been a long time coming, to be honest. I read the novella, The Sunstone and the Hybrid Prince, in September. I will link that video up above in the cards, but that one I did really enjoy, so I'm very interested to continue on reading more of Shanon's work. For Blitzen, you're to choose 3 books that start with the same letter and then randomly choose one of those books. And you can do it by like random number generator, you can just randomly pick. I ended up doing a poll in Discord. So the letter that I ended up picking was T, and I again wanted to prioritize NetGalley arcs, so I went through and I found like what letter do I have multiple books of that I'm like super interested in reading, and T was the one that came up. So the 3 choices that I gave the Discord people were The Bones Beneath My Skin by TJ Klune, The Road of Bones, and the last one is The Vengeful Dead. So the TJ Klune book won, which I'm actually very excited for. I think that's the one I also wanted to win. And I'm very excited that it's, I don't know, I've just really loved TJ Klune. So I'm very excited that I get to read more books by him. The last reindeer is Rudolph, of course. So that prompt is to read a debut novel. So I also am participating in Horror Bingo, and I am going to try to go for my pink horror prompt, which is The Return. And this one also, I think the hard mode was to read a debut author. So this one fits perfectly. It's a pink book, but it is also the author's debut novel. Pink horror is more like books with some sort of feminine aspect to it. So in this case, it's like a group of friends are reuniting after one of them returns from a mysterious 2-year disappearance. I don't think I've ever read by Rachel Harrison before, so it'll be very interesting to start from the beginning of her works. As I mentioned before, there are also these bonus prompts. We have Christmas Star, which is to read a book over 500 pages. My friend Shanon has me covered there because this book, the main story itself in this book is 500 pages. I will likely read the extra story at the end too. Christmas Lights is to read an ebook, so I'm going to go ahead with my Kindle Unlimited book, which is Melt for Us. Christmas Carols is an audiobook. I'm probably going to do Big Nick Energy for this one. Christmas Tree is to like branch out and read a book that's out of your comfort zone. So honestly, The Chamber is the book that's probably the most out of my comfort zone, and I don't know if this is like underwater horror or what. I'm assuming it is because it's some sort of hyperbaric chamber, but I'm not really sure, and it could make me feel uncomfortable. And then The Christmas Elf is a book that's basically a TBR vet. So I chose to go with Ledge because it's a book that I haven't necessarily had on my shelves for that long, but the publish date is probably one of the longest on my shelves. So I wanted to get this one off of my shelves, and it's, like I said, a very easy excerpt to read on NetGalley, but I'm gonna end up reading the full book for Reindeer Readathon. And then finally, if I complete all of those prompts, I'm gonna be able to do Slay in It. And my hope is that I read fast enough at the beginning of the month that by the time the whole buddy read comes around, I can include the buddy read pick. Hannah and I are the Team Candy Cane co-hosts, and so last year we ended up doing a buddy read of Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. So this year we wanted to do the same thing, but it's not just open to Team Candy Cane, it's open to all of the participants for Reindeer Readathon. So we have 3 choices currently going on in the Discord where people can vote. So we have The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. We have the Under the Mistletoe collection. This is by multiple authors. We have people like Tessa Bailey, Allie Hazelwood, Olivia Dade, Alexandria Bellafleur. There's a bunch of different people in this like short novella collection. And then we have My December Darling by Lauren Asher. So the book that seems to be quite ahead of the others, and I don't think the others will catch up, is The Christmas Tree Farm by Lori Gilmore. So that is likely going to be our buddy read pick, but I'm hoping that I can use that for the Slay in It prompt, which means that you can redo one of the prompts once you've completed all of the other 9 plus the bonus. Yeah, that is my Reindeer Readathon TBR, and I'm so excited to get started with another year of fun, and I can't wait to hang out with everybody on sprints and in the Discord and just have the best time this December. Thanks for clicking on today's video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe before you head on out. If you got to the end here and you have nothing else to say, you can leave me a emoji that tells me what team you're participating on. And if you're not participating in the Reindeer Readathon, maybe what you can do is leave me your favorite holiday book or a book that you're really looking forward to. I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye! Everywhere on TV, couples and Christmas trees, gift wrapping and cheese.